And he's like, all right, now we'll just go over to the office and I'll get you squared away with the car. And I'm like, go over to the fucking office. I thought the car was going to be here. No, we can't do business at the Subaru. It has to be at the office. So it's like, all right. We go 2 more fucking exits north to the fucking Enterprise around the corner from Riviere, which, by the way, I had to drive by Riviere.
Oh, God.
So there was some, yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck
Riviere
that.
University, by the way.
Oh, fuck you!
So, yeah, we finally get there, and I totally felt like an asshole because they closed at 6, and we were there, like, we didn't actually show up to Enterprise until, like, at least 5 or 10 past 6.
Ooh.
So this chick behind the counter was a little bit surly with Liz, and it's kind of not cool. But, I mean, I didn't understand it, but, I mean, I sure if I was there past my time, I'd be a little pissed. But I did apologize to her, like, before we left. I was like, thanks, have a good night, sorry we kept you. She's like, oh, it's okay. It's like, well, then don't be such a fucking cunt. But anyway. So we get in the car. It's a fucking little Chevy piece of shit. It's like this little fucking UFO of a car that if you accidentally drove into a Hot Wheel, it would dent in 30 fucking places. Show it a lighter, it would pass out. Like, fucking, this thing is a toy. It is not a vehicle meant to hold humans. Anyway, we have that piece of shit. She's returning it actually as we speak. She supposedly has our car now, which had to have fucking a lot of work goddamn done to it, which was really expensive. So yeah, that was our night last night. And goddamn, that dude at Subaru, man.
Jeez, man.
Because he straight up fucking lied to us. Be like, oh yeah, you can pick it up right here, and first of all, the fact that we thought there was going to be a rental there wasn't, and then like, oh,
but
it'll be here, and it's like, it's fucking not there. It's like, can you tell me any bit of truth, like one fucking thing, like, hey, my cock is small. All right, I believe that. Cool.
Yeah, but in the same mind space, you can't really blame him for something that a customer has not done yet. Like,
oh no, I don't blame him for that. But like,
you kind of are.
Well,
like, well, fuck
like,
you! Don't tell me
that it's going to be available if there's a chance that it won't be. Like, don't fucking promise something you can't actually stand behind.
Exactly. Exactly in that sense. But yeah,
that's my beef.
And still,
or chicken.
And it kind of came off like you were just like, fuck this guy. Fucking.
Well,
fucking there wasn't a rental. There wasn't a rental car there. How fucking dare he? It's like, well, I apologize. These customers haven't returned it on time. Like, oh, well, fuck you. That's your fault too. Like, not really.
Well, no, I'm not saying that the people not returning it on time is his fault. I get that, but if there's the possibility, like, I'm expecting, like, if he's saying that, he has them, like, readily fucking available, handing out, like, Halloween candy or some shit, but, like, and I wouldn't expect him to be like, oh yeah, I definitely have one lined up for you. It'll be ready. And there's like none sitting out there, or like one,
Yeah.
Like, I'm just saying. Jeez. Like, you don't make a promise you can't stand behind, because then you're just a fucking cack.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch!
Exactly. So yeah, it wasn't too pleasant.
Oh, understandably, but.
Go ahead and smile, you cunt.
Yeah. Yeah, man, just I get both sides of the frustration. I get that. But if in the same breath, like that, if the guy at the Subaru dealership didn't have a rental car, and he should have told you that over the phone, just said, hey, I don't have a rental car. It was rented out to a couple customers. They haven't returned it on time just yet, so I may not have a rental car for you. They may drop it off by the time you get here. I don't know, but
yeah, like, at least reach out to us or something.
At least like give you a heads up on that.
Yeah, totally. Because, not for nothing, we don't have he doesn't know that we don't have another car, but you can't just assume that, like, I have a ride back or that I have another car or some shit. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, regardless.
A lot of households nowadays only own, like, one car because it's a lot cheaper.
Yeah, it's a lot cheaper, and, it's more...
Sure, shit, not more convenient, but it is a lot cheaper.
It's definitely a lot cheaper, yeah. Because, if I can think about it, you get, like, let's say you get, like, 2, like, Priuses or something like that. Those are running for, like, what, $30,000 each?
I think so, something like that.
Something like that. So there's $60,000 gone right there. Then you got to pay for insurance on top of that. Gas, it's, it's cheap enough, but, you know, with those you don't have to fill it up that much, but I mean, still, there's the insurance, you know, there's the wear and tear on the car. There's, you know, suppose, you know, you run over a nail as soon as you get out of the fucking lot. It's like, well, now you have to buy a new fucking tire, right?
Yeah.
You know, unless you have like some deal with the dealership where they're just like, oh yeah, you know, any maintenance is, you know, it's on us for the first like 3 months or something like that.
Some do. I think we did have some sort of deal like that, or like it was, you know, certified or some shit like that.
Yeah,
So that they're
usually like with a dealership, they'll have like a 10-year, you know, X amount of miles warranty on it.
yeah, something like that.
Like I've seen a lot of them like 10 years, 150,000 mile warranty or something like that. Or
Yeah,
10-year, 100,000 mile warranty, which I mean is, you know, 10,000 miles a year, which yeah. And if you're driving regularly, like forget it, you're gonna hit that within like 4 or 5 years.
yeah, definitely.
So
Depends how much you drive, I guess.
depends on how much you drive, and then usually by the time you hit that milestone, it's like, oh, no, everything in your car is gonna go wrong.
Right. Yeah, I mean, well, there are, you know, milestones like that where you're just kind of supposed to have work done to maintain the vehicle properly. So, I mean,
like every 100,000 miles for fucking like regular like maintenance, like replace the spark plugs, replace, you know, this, that, and the other thing.
Yeah.
I think it's like every 1,500 miles. No, not every 15. What was it? Every like 15,000 miles or something like that. You replace the air filter. Every 3,000 is the oil filter, and the oil. You know, it's not, some of that it's just basic shit. So I mean, it doesn't really matter. Like an air filter, like fucking, I can replace that no problem.
Right. Oil filters are a little more complex, but I think you did that yourself, didn't you?
Yeah, I eventually learned how to do it. Eventually.
Trial and error.
Yeah. But yeah,
That's
like,
good though. It's good to be able to do your own shit because I mean, mechanics and just repair work in general is very expensive.
yeah, like the last time I got my oil changed, I went to my regular mechanic and it cost me like $50 to get it done, which normally it would be like 30, 35.
Yeah.
But I saw on there I had to get a new pin for the oil pan. And I was like, well, shit. All right, whatever. But like I've been going to these guys since fucking I've been going to Riviere, and I mean that, you know, I'm incredibly loyal to them because like they're the type of mechanics that are just like, you know, we'll give you this the fucking straight like 911 on this. Like we're not gonna replace something if it doesn't need to be replaced immediately. You know, if it does need to be replaced immediately, we'll tell you about it first. We're not just gonna do it for you. You know,
That's cool. And so wait, there was an office like up in New Hampshire, and now there's also one in Rhode Island.
yeah, like it's all
Oh,
part
so
of
it's like a chain.
it's like a chain, yeah.
Oh, right on, right on.
Yeah, it's like a chain. I remember, yeah, because I remember I had the Dynasty up at college. This was back when I think it was like sophomore year or something like that.
Yeah, I remember I eventually bought that Dynasty.
Yeah, which it did everything I said it was going to do.
It did.
Like this will last you maybe like a year and a half tops, dude. Sure enough, it did.
Sure enough, it did.
Yep.
I remember we had to do a stupid fucking bill of sale. It's like, dude, I'm not gonna sue you or anything. I know what I'm getting into.
Yeah.
But you still have to do it because the state of Massachusetts. It's such bullshit.
Yeah, it is.
You're not allowed to trust people in the state of Massachusetts. It's against the law.
Yeah. Jesus
Like even
Christ, though.
when my uncle sold me his car, like the first car that I owned, my uncle Grover sold it to me. It was his old car. He sold it to me for $1 because he was gonna give it to me, but because of like taxes or some fucking stupid bullshit. Like,
yeah, like taxes, registration, all that shit.
yeah, for some reason it was cheaper for him to sell it to me for $1, so that's what he did.
Yeah.
And it's so fucking stupid.
It is. It's fucking ridiculous, man. It's like I remember when I bought the Saturn. Like I had to fucking meet with the cat who sold it to me a couple of times because like every time I'd go to the DMV, like, okay, well, do you have this? Like, when the fuck were you guys gonna tell me I needed this? Well, you need this. Like, oh, motherfucker. So I get in touch with the guy. I'm like, hey, we need to meet again. I need you to sign this. You know, I need like the old license plates or something like that. The guy wanted like the old Michigan license plates that were on there. I was just like, that's fine, you can have them. I just need you to sign this. I need you to, you know, write down like, oh, this is how many miles are on this fucking thing. It's just a fucking disaster.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
The shit you have to go through. I mean, on one hand, it's good, but at the same time, like, think about the number of fucking idiots you encounter on the road. Something's not working.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they are handing these things out like fucking candy.
Yeah.
Hey, do you have a pulse? Yes, I do. Here's your license.
Yeah, and I don't know what the deal is in like Massachusetts, but Rhode Island, like I think you have to go to driver's ed, obviously.
Yeah, same here.
I think it's like you need like 30 hours of practice or something like that, driving a car and whatnot. And then you can go to like the DMV and you got to take the written test, and then you got to take the road test.
Yeah, basically same in Massachusetts. Although I don't know if you need to go to driver's ed, but I think you get a discount on your insurance if you do.
I think so. I don't know if that works out here, but I don't know. It's been so damn long.
Yeah.
All I remember is during my driver's test, I got the fat guy.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, get the fat guy.
Don't get the fat guy.
I even got the fat guy.
That's not the fat guy. That's the fat guy. That's such a great show.
Seriously.
Fucking love that.
I try to rock that Rocco shirt whenever possible.
Wait, did I get you a Rocco shirt?
Yeah, you got me the fucking Rocco shirt.
Son of a bitch, when the hell did I do that? I don't even remember getting that for
A couple
you.
birthdays ago, but I've gotten a couple compliments on it, like, oh, nice shirt. And I'm like, thanks, fucking Rocco.
Yeah, fucking Rocco. Bring it back, man.
You want to do that, like, represent thing, like, yeah, you get me.
Yeah. But you just do that in your head, and just outside, you're just like, oh, thanks, man.
Seriously. Rocco represent.
Filbert for life, man. Heifer's my homeboy.
Yeah, seriously.
You just go in, like you just get out of like it doesn't matter what you do, you just have the unspeakable urge to just yell. That was a hoot.
I love getting compliments on that shirt. I love getting compliments on my Cactus Jack shirt as well.
Nice. Yeah,
I've gotten
I remember.
more of those than I would expect as well. Like, it was being like, oh, nice shirt. And I just want to be like, bang, bang.
I don't see shit in your shirt.
I can't do that because people probably might not get that reference.
Probably not.
Because it's like an impression of an impression. That's some deep impressioning right there.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see shit in here.
Yeah, you just look at him just like, there was a sign. It said, Kane Dewey. It's like, what the fuck is he talking about? Kane Dewey!
Do you know how he came up with the fucking bang bang thing?
Yeah, it was from that, fuck, I think it was like the, it's that Love Shack
the
song.
B-52s. Yeah.
He was like, yeah, I had that song in my head. I was like, bang, bang!
Yeah. That's so hilarious. I think that was in his book or something.
That was, yeah.
Yeah.
From what I understand, I think his first book, that Have a Nice Day, actually got picked up. It's actually going to be made into a movie.
Really?
From what I understand. Yeah, from what he said in interviews and whatnot.
That's interesting.
And everybody's just like, dude, didn't we just have a professional wrestling movie? He's like, yeah, well, it's going to be like The Wrestler, except, have you seen The Wrestler yet, or no?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, yeah. He's like, oh, yeah, it's going to be like The Wrestler, except, I don't die at the end. Like, fucking perfect, man.
He dies at the end. It's ambiguous. You don't know that he dies at the end.
It's up for debate, but you're just like, look, the guy's got fucking straining on his heart. He's told not to do this. He's on fucking the.
But how many wrestlers are told not to perform and still do? Look at The Undertaker.
Yeah, but the
That
Undertaker.
dude's probably been told a few times not to keep going.
Yeah, but you look at him now, like he's healthy. He's fine. He can do it. It's not like a doctor has said like, look, your heart's under so much strain because you've been taking steroids and this and this and that, and you don't do it anymore.
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of took it more as like, this was his last match. It's his swan song. It's his final move in his final match before he gets his final pop. And I don't know.
I just took it as
I didn't necessarily see it as like Ram Jam.
Well, no, because I mean, for me, it's like you hear that heartbeat in the back.